Today we're in an old house here working on some rare piping, polybutylene. So we got a leak. So let me show you real quick and we'll just get to fixing this. First off, up here, I hear the customer try to self-fix with this putty. So this is what polybutylene looks like. It's this gray plastic pipe. This is what we will be replacing here as much as we can. What we're going to end up doing here is we're going to cut these two copper lines and tee in and run some PEX over to replace this polybutylene. Show you how easy this can be. We already have the water the whole house off. We've already marked the water lines hot and cold, so we get them correct here and we marked them down there. We are going to be tying back onto the polybutylene because it kind of goes behind the wall in some areas we can't get to. That we do have a special coupling to be able to tie onto that. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do this real methodically. We're going to do kind of one at a time. Let's start right here on this maybe easy one. I don't know. It's good you can hear it drawing air. We got the shower on, so. Oh yeah, right there. There it is. There it is. Yeah, we can get, it's gonna be tight, but we can get that. Okay. This is one of the tightest ones I've had in a long time. This copper, I didn't realize too, it can't go down much because it's hitting this stud. And it can't go up, it's hitting this joist. We don't have a lot of wiggle room on this one. There's just...
You can only go one way sideways because there's another 2x4 on the other side.
Yep. But it's just enough to get this cutter. Which I say, if I can get the cutter, I can get the crimper. Is kind of my rule. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Well, now you know what I want to do. Let's see those cutters, please. Yeah, let's cut that. There's our homeowner special right there. We're going to be putting this tee in. We've got these adapt, so then we can just go to PEX right there. This gets us from copper to PEX, and then we'll be putting in these polybutylene-to-PEX adapters we'll get into here in a minute. Okay, so let's get these cleaned up. Get these cleaned up. So we sand cloth them. Now we just got to ream them out. Okay. We're going to want to crimp these together, put that pipe on here, and then slip this up and press it on right there. Oh yeah, this tool doesn't like the cold. Those batteries are cold. Yeah, let's do this. Is that a heifer? I would use it because. Let's just.
Gotta be on the camera, dude.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay. We'll just, ow, pull that down here. Okay, there. I just mark it so when I fit up this other side, I know that I didn't pull it out, because sometimes you jiggle with it and it'll slip out a little bit. So what you want, push it in all the way where you know you got it. Then we'll mark it. Now we can get a true measurement here. 5/8. Nice tool bench right here. See what we're doing when we make that cut, there's this little rib on the inside from that cutting wheel pushes into the pipe, and that leaves a little burr that creates turbulence as the water runs through it. And if you don't do that, 20 years down the road, it'll just eat right through the pipe. You'll have a little pinhole leak. I've repaired plenty of those. These are repair couplings. They don't have a little stop. They'll just slip right past. We're going to need that on this one so we can put it in and then slip it back where we don't have any give on this one. Mark where our halfway mark is so that we know when we got it. Okay. So something. Mark this. Yeah, you got some. See, so then we can hopefully we can see. See, now we got that in. Now we're just sliding this till we see our mark. There it is. Now we know we're good there. We're good there. Looks like we came out a little bit here, so we'll just give that a little push and we're ready to make these connections. Well, heck, we're already set up with the 1/2 inch, so we'll start there. Yeah, we've already made the connections on the T, so everything's good there. Just start here. I know this ProPress kind of takes the craftsmanship out of plumbing, but you know what? I don't want to have to solder up in here. Now the tricky part, this one. Okay, there's the cold side. Now while we're here, we'll make up this hot side. Let's start right here. This is going to be our tough one. Yeah, let's get the PEX. Just get the PEX on, make it happen. What I'm going to do, I'll just, yeah, set that up there. Ah, yeah. Ah. Ow. Ow, there's like nails sticking out. Ow. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. We'll just pinch it a little with the pliers. That just kind of holds the crimp ring right where I want it. Now I can make my crimp. That keeps the crimp ring from sliding around on you while you're trying to crimp it. Okay, let's get it on there. Okay, so we already got it marked, so we know when we get it on. Okay, now we just got to make that crimp. Okay, 5,000 foot-pounds of torque. We'll make a crimp. Same thing, I just hold it up. Well, look center. So I'm gonna slip that on. Now, measure in there. I'm gonna cut. Do we have? Yeah, that'll push back a little. We'll cut a 5 1/4. What's that? Ooh, I think that'll work. I had some give. We got this piece, it's 5 inches. Remember what I said about plumbers being lazy? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'll. So instead of cutting another piece, we'll just use this one we have. Made a little adjustment to the existing pipe. Usually you can fudge it a 1/4 inch here and there, and that's what we were looking at. See, that's perfect. Perfect fit. Sweet. Now we've already made all these other connections. We just got to crimp that, crimp that, crimp that. Pretty busy up in here, but we made it work. Kind of shows you how close quarters you can use these ProPress tools. These are a PEX to poly adapter. So you can see there's 2 sides on this coupling. It looks like a regular PEX coupling. On this side, that's just normal, just these 2-3 ribs, and that's for the PEX. But the one that has these, just a bunch of little grooves on there, that's for the poly. It doesn't matter which crimp ring you use, but typically the gold one is for the poly and the black one's for the PEX. Back when we were installing polybutylene, this is what all the things look like, so that's how I remember. But the main thing is getting the right grooves on the right pipe. Let's go ahead and get these installed. I already got these marked down here, cold and hot. Let's do the hot one first. I'm gonna just kind of put that down there. See, there's this extra coupling down here, so we'll cut it on that back side of this coupling. These 2 lines here, they go back in this wall to feed that shower. We don't have access to those, so we're gonna cut them right here. So we'll cut this hot right there. Oh wow, I'm gonna go right there. Okay, so we'll do the easy side out here. Again, the side that has a bunch of little ribs, that's for the poly, so that's just your normal PEX fitting. We'll put that there. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and make this connection out of the trench, so to speak. At least do one where it's easy. This is a different jaw than I use for the copper. This one's for PEX. Same crimper, 1/2 inch PEX crimper works on a 1/2 inch poly line. Okay, so put the crimp ring on. See, it should fit snug like that. We're doing our best. There's a coupling on the cold too. So what we're gonna do, I think we can do it. I think if I cut it real close, I think we can. Thirsty? Okay, so then oh yeah, nice and snug. Yeah, that's good. Okay, crimp. Oh, looks like we have a random fitting there. Looks like that was probably just like a repair. They didn't have a coupling, so they just used a T and a cap. That wasn't hooked to anything. So get rid of this. This is polybutylene. It's this gray colored stuff. It looks and feels, acts a lot like PEX does now. It's a little thinner and It just leaks. The chlorine in our water is the main culprit here, but just degrades this pipe. One thing I've heard too is PEX is polyethylene cross matrix piping. The strands are actually kind of woven. What I understand with the polybutylene, it's a linear strand of poly, and so that's part of the problem why it's not as strong, because it can just kind of split open, where our new PEX pipe we're using today is stronger and better. If you have this in your house, it's a leak waiting to happen, and this is how we repair it, just putting some PEX in there.